The new Parfums de Marly Castley is here. How does it compare to Greenly and Sedley? Let's talk about it. So I got my hands on this early. I've had this for a couple of weeks now, and I've had a chance to test it in different situations. And I gotta be honest, this is not my favorite PDM Freshie out of the line. I do still prefer Greenly and Sedley. I think that those are much more vibrant and better for the summer. However, this has a special place where you can utilize this. I think that this is great for a night out, a special event, an elegant setting. This is very classy and sophisticated compared to the others that are in the line. Now, one thing that I do not like about this is that for the first 3 hours, the most dominant note that you get in there is going to be that pepper. So that pepper is overpoweringly strong, and I think that it's borderline too strong. At times I had to wash it off because I got annoyed from it. If you get past that initial opening, what you get on the dry down is a beautiful combo of neroli and wood. That neroli and wood combo is smooth, it's well-rounded, it's well-balanced, and the dry down is really, really good. However, because of that, I just haven't been reaching for this one as much. I'm reaching a lot more for Sedley and some of my other Freshies in my collection, and I think that this one is going to be honestly a miss by Parfums de Marly. I think that not a lot of people are going to like this. This is not going to be as mass appealing as the Greenly and the Sedleys because it does lean a lot older. It leans a lot more older. I would say 35 plus for this. Like I said, it's elegant, it's classy. It's nothing, I honestly don't think it's gonna be a big compliment getter either. It just doesn't have that unique factor or that compliment factor in here. It's very bland, it's strong with the woods, it has a strong pepper. Compared to everything else that's in my collection, I have a lot of stuff that's vibrant, citrusy, fruity, much more better for the summer. I don't see myself reaching for this one that often. I do like this on the dry down, but I do not like the opening. It would compare it in terms of performance to Greenly and Sedley. I would say that this one is a little bit stronger. I would say 7 to 8 hours. It does last much longer on clothing. In terms of notes, on top notes, we have bergamot, black pepper, ginger. Middle notes, we have pepper, neroli, timber, and petitgrain. The base notes, we have akigalawood, benzoin, and labdanine. Now, like I said, in the opening, the initial opening, you get a ton of pepper, but on the dry down is where you get that beautiful neroli and wood combo, which is done very, very well. Now, like I said, this is not going to be as hyped as a Greenly or Sedley, especially on TikTok. A lot of people on TikTok hype up Greenly and Sedley. Those are the best Freshies. All the younger crowd prefers those. And because this leans older and is much more sophisticated and classy, I don't see this one getting as hyped up as those other ones. Now, this is one you want to try before you commit to a full bottle. Do not blind buy this. This is not blind buy safe. I don't recommend anyone buys this as a blind buy. You can test it out in store, or you can grab Decants from my site, linked in bio. If I had to give this a rating, I would give it a 7 out of 10. For me, it just misses with that opening. The opening is just a little bit off-putting, and because of that, I'm not reaching for it as often as my Sedley. Sedley is the king when it comes to versatility. Now, this one is versatile, but it's not as versatile as Sedley, in my opinion. But check it out. Let me know what you guys think. Is this going to be a flop or not by Parfums de Marly, Castley? Do me a favor, if you guys are new here, drop me a follow. I do post reviews often. I also post a ton of shorts. Also post on TikTok. The TikTok is right here. Boom. Check it out. Like I said, I have Decants available if you guys want to try it out, sample it before you buy it. That's Parfums de Marly, Castley.